One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Wake your ass up, fool. John Jay and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John Jay and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John Jay and Rich. Wake your ass up.
I want to play a couple of comedy clips that I think are so damn funny that I just have to highlight for you. One is comedian Brian Regan. And Kyle and I have shared this guy's humor for a while, right? I mean, he's just absolutely hilarious. And this is a clip I've never heard of before, where he's talking about a reality show. And anyway, just listen.
Talking about TV. I watch weird shows, man. There's one I'm trying to understand. It's about moonshiners. This reality show. I don't get it. There's a guy hiding out in the woods trying to make moonshine. I don't understand the premise. Liquor is legal. What's he doing? Hiding behind trees. Don't tell anybody I'm out here. Why are you out here? I'm making moonshine. You want some? No, I can get Jack Daniels over at the liquor store. It's legal. Has been for a while. Come out of the woods and read a newspaper.
Oh, it's so funny. The other one is Kevin James. He used to have a TV show called King of Queens. He's been on TV a lot. He's in the movie Grown Ups with Adam Sandler. And this is him talking. This, to me, is extremely relatable. So if you're in a relationship, I mean, Peyton, we're going to get into your relationship with your boyfriend here in a second, but we all are in. This right here is a conversation between me and my wife pretty much every day.
My wife's awesome. I love her so much. She loves to talk. She's like the balance to me. She's so good at it. That night we got in the car to drive home, and she just started talking again. And I was like, hey, we don't need it now. We don't need to talk ever again. No, we don't. That's a good thing. I mean, we've been together like 20 years. I've already said every word I'm ever going to say to her in every combination. That's it. And she said every word to me. She knows everything about me. I know everything about her. We don't need to talk anymore. We can finish out the rest of our life with gestures. That's it. You want to talk? Go in your closet, take your clothes off, and talk all night long. But why do I have to be there? And I hear it. Telling me things that I experienced with her. I was with her all day. I can't believe Alan stood up in front of everybody revealing facts about his son. I didn't like that at all. I couldn't believe it. Could you believe it? And in my head, I'm going, yes, I can. You know why? Because I was there.
Anyway, what's going on with you and your boyfriend? Different levels of relationships.
Yeah, totally. We've been together for a little over 4 years. We live in a one-bedroom apartment, and things are good, except for it kind of made me think yesterday. I was like, I'm missing something here. And it made me think, like, what are the things in your house that you can't have because of your significant other? And for me, it's flowers. I'm not allowed to have flowers at the house because Kadeem has, like, these insane allergic reactions to flowers. It's like he's absolutely miserable, and then in turn I'm miserable because he's miserable. Then he can't sleep, and then I can't sleep because he can't sleep, and it's just stressful, and I just want my house to look pretty and have flowers.
Well, you got rid of your cat because of that.
I did.
You got rid of your cat because of his allergies.
Yes.
Now you can't have plants. Fake plants.
Yeah, fake flowers.
But I want, it's different when you have like fresh flowers in your house.
That actually makes the whole place look better.
Yeah,
I think
so too, and I'm just super bummed out that I don't get to have pretty flowers in my house.
I remember when we got married, my wife made me move my posters into another room.
Like you're really cool, like your
Like
Godfather?
Star Wars poster, Godfather poster, Animal House poster, Rocky poster.
You're lucky she just made you put it in another room
Well,
so
now-
you get rid of them.
And then it was one room. First we got married, it was in one room, and then we moved to another house, and they kind of put it in the hallway into the garage. Then it got put in the garage, and then it kind of went away there in storage. Now I have like one Star Wars poster that's autographed, and I was able to put it in one of my son's rooms. So like my son's room is kind of like where I put my stuff now.
Makes
That's
sense.
sort of sad. That's why I have a basement. All my stuff's in the basement. Because, I will say that my living room looked like a Guitar Center. So now it does not. Now it's all in the basement, and nobody comes in the basement really except for me.
Yeah, you got your own little man cave.
Yeah.
Kyle, why do you say your brain is full?
Because, well, okay, we've talked several times about how, I don't remember certain things. Like just the other day, you're like, you were with us when we were talking to Ashanti for an hour. I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, you don't remember that? You don't remember that comedian that
There's a
came in here and dropped his
comedian.
pants and showed you his wiener?
Don't remember that. Maybe blocked that one out on purpose. I don't know, but I don't remember that. And yesterday I had this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, this is why I don't remember things, because my brain is full of things that I don't need and probably don't necessarily even want. So yesterday after the show, I was talking with Rich and Grant was like, Kyle, when's the last time you listened to the Crash Test Dummies album? And I'm like 20 years ago, probably, whenever it came out. I don't know. But I used to love that album, right? And he's like, I listened to it the other day, front to back. It's still slaps. Like, it's so good. And I'm like, you know what, Grant? I'm going to listen to that album on the way home. And guess what? I still know at least 80% of the lyrics of every song. And not just the song that was on the radio,
was gonna
like
say-
deep tracks, track 3, track 5. I'm singing all the words.
Wow, because I was just going to say, I know the
I know every word to that one. I do not know the words to the other ones.
Dude, I literally hit Kyle with "When You Go on Camping Trips," and she knew the whole song
Stuck
like
right out
immediately.
in nature.
Were those hit songs? I've never heard those songs.
No, these are deep
No,
cuts.
they were not.
That was really
The
the song.
best song, the song I listened to that got me into it, I listened to it 5 times, and I was like, well, I'm just going to listen to the whole album, was I Think I'll Disappear Now.
Oh, I love that
song
one.
is slammed, dude. Crash Test Dummies. Can we work in some Crash Test Dummies this morning, guys?
It's not even so relevant. Like, nothing about it is relevant at all. But the fact that I still remember 80% of all the lyrics of every song on the album, I'm like, this is it. Why do I remember this? But I don't remember a comedian getting naked in the studio. Why? I don't know.
Did you say it again? Remember this one? Crash Test
This
Dummies?
one. I think I'll disappear now. Remember this one?
What's their hit?
That's it.
Isn't
That's
that the name of the
hit.
song?
It's literally called yeah. It's like
Mbop? Was it around the same time Mbop came out?
it was before
There
Mbop.
must have been a writer's block.
He's like, hey, we need a chorus.
Pretty sure it was before then.
Oh, wait, this is Crash Test Dummies?
This was the one song that like people would probably know from them. The other tracks, no one would know. You would definitely know this one.
And you might need to fast forward to like 45 seconds in, Rich.
Kyle knows all the words. Look.
Kyle's having a minute.
But when they finally came back, his hair had turned from black into bright white. Oh, what? I know. Why do I know
going
this? It was from when the cars had smashed so hard.
This is the part I know. Oh, my God.
Woke up with a new day. John, Jay, and Rich are live on the free iHeartRadio app.
Call us at 602-888-1933.
Hey, it's Nikki in San Antonio, and I was listening to the podcast, and I'm just wondering when John Jay is going to finally not be new to coffee. Like, how long is this going to go on for? Like, a couple more years or something that he's new? Because by John Jay logic, I'm a new mom, even though I have an 8, 7, and 2-year-old. And I'm also a new driver, even though I got my license at 16 and I'm now 34. So, how long is this going to go on for, John Jay? How long are you going to be new to coffee?
That's a good question.
Well, she misheard me because I say I'm nude to coffee. I usually drink coffee in the nude.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to explain that because I don't feel like I'm researching. Like I'm very happy with the basic level of coffee.
I just don't think you've accepted the fact that you're a coffee drinker.
Right.
But I'm not.
I think
Yes,
that's
you
but you
are.
I think coffee tastes gross.
Yeah, but you
I
have
don't-
it every day.
because my doctor told me to have
Doesn't matter
it.
Yeah,
why.
you're a
Well, sure
coffee
it does.
drinky.
Because listen, just on Sunday morning, I was at the Global Ambassador at this new restaurant that opened up there called, I don't even know how to say the name, Le Meme. And I think I told you guys on air, off air, that I had an espresso. But it's the first time ever. Don't you think a veteran coffee drinker would know what that is?
No. I mean,
They
yeah,
know
they
what
would,
it
but
is,
they're not
but
going to
that
just
does,
get it.
yeah.
I've
doesn't necessarily mean they
never
drink
had
it.
coffee with sugar in it. I've never had cream in it. I've never had one of those. I've never had one of those. So I said, so when I go up there, sometimes I go up. And by the way, when you go to like Starbucks and you ask for, I'll say, can I get a coffee with an espresso shot? Oh, you want a red eye? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was an espresso shot, 2 espresso shots. Oh, that's an Americano.
You're like, I'm new to the coffee world.
I'm new to the coffee world. I'm going to call it. It's a black coffee.
That's just not
Give
a
me
good
a shot.
example, I don't
so
think.
I think I'm new to the coffee world.
Really not.
I think I am.
I think it's been, 2 years since you've been drinking coffee every day?
I think it's been a little under that because I've had my doctor for 2 years, and I started the coffee thing about a year and a half ago, I think.
So San
Okay.
Antonio's question for a while now.
But if you go by like wedding rules, aren't you a newlywed just for the first year? Or how long are you a newlywed?
I think wedding rules, newlyweds 2 years, I think.
Okay, so
But
maybe at the end of the second year, you can retire being new to the coffee
no, because
world.
then if somebody asks me a coffee question, I don't have the answer because I'm new to the coffee world. Yes, Noah.
All you drinking the Americano during the bedhead days. Is that correct?
I don't know what it was called because I was even newer to the coffee world back then.
But Bedhead was like,
I was
Yeah.
a freshman in high school
Yeah.
during the bedhead era.
It's true. And you
Yeah,
went
that
back.
About to graduate
Okay, but I was getting
Half
green
a
teas.
decade
Wait,
ago.
I was getting green teas
When
with
it
Bedhead.
started, it was green tea and the medicine ball, and then it transitioned
Yes.
into coffee. And I was listening to the podcast every day, and I was a freshman in high school.
Hold on a minute. That was cold brew. I was
Which is coffee. That is coffee.
but no, coffee to me is a hot coffee. Anyway, I don't care what you say.
Iced coffee.
Let me put it this way.
Coffee is coffee.
I'm not learning any more about coffee.
so that you're always new.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I still say I'm new to the basketball world because my son's been playing basketball since he was 2.
That's
And
ridiculous,
I'm like,
John
and I
Jay.
don't feel comfortable having a conversation with people about basketball. What? Oh,
I
hold
think
on.
you don't feel comfortable having a conversation with people, period.
Thank you. Kayla, hi. You're on the air. Hi.
Hi. Okay, John Jay, I'm totally on your side with this one. So think of it like you have kids, you're a parent, you have a 10-year-old boy, and then suddenly you have a daughter. Even for you, like if you had a daughter tomorrow, and you suddenly had a daughter, you're a new parent to a girl. Yes, you've been a parent for 10 years, but now you have a daughter instead of a boy, so that makes you still new to it.
You are awesome.
Okay,
That's
but he's been
exactly
drinking
right.
the same thing for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I've been raising this daughter for 2 years. I'm raising this daughter for 2 years. I don't know how to do it right.
I don't know
how to pick tails.
I just don't think you can compare coffee to raising children.
I think the same thing.
I could see that comparison if like he went from drinking like a frappuccino to like a regular cup of coffee. Maybe
See,
you
I don't
could
even know what a
use
frappuccino
that.
is. I don't even know what that is.
It
See?
doesn't matter.
Yes,
You're
it
not
does
new
because
to
I'm new to the coffee world. Because I'm new to the coffee
No,
world.
you're not. That's just not what you order.
No, I'm with you, John Jay.
Thank you,
Still
Kayla.
new. You're learning.
You're
And I'm with you.
enabling him, Kayla.
And I'm with you, Kayla. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for listening. Peyton, what's the vibe for horoscopes today?
Well, I'm going to tell you what your zodiac sign says about your favorite TikTok aesthetic.
If you text us, you text JJR in your message to 96893. I'll read your text messages, and I've got a Cancer that all she said. The person texted said, "Hi, I'm a Cancer," and then we got Maggie on the line. Maggie, I believe you're a Cancer as well.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, totally perfect. All right, Cancers. You're sensitive, nurturing, and you have a love for all things cute and comforting. So the soft girl aesthetic with its pastel colors, oversized sweaters, and gentle vibes is a perfect reflection of your sweet and caring nature.
Totally true.
Yes, I love soft girl aesthetic. It's a vibe.
It is.
All right, Maggie, have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Jennifer, what's your sign? Good morning.
Hi, I'm a Scorpio. Good morning.
Good morning. My Scorpios, your TikTok aesthetic, You're mysterious, you're intense, and you're drawn to the deeper things in life. So the dark academia aesthetic is a mood with your color palette, gothic vibes, and intellectual undertones, and it perfectly matches your dark personality.
All right, I would say that's true.
Oh, wow. You're nailing them this morning.
Hey, I'm on my game.
All right, Jennifer, have a great day.
You guys too. Thank you.
I got a text that says, John J. Rich, can I get an Aries horoscope?
Definitely. Aries, you guys are bold, you guys are confident, and you love to stand out. The baddie aesthetic with its fierce makeup looks, statement outfits, and boss energy is totally an Aries vibe.
All right. Good morning, Susan. What's your sign?
Are you talking to me?
Are you
Do
Susan?
you remember me? Suzanne, sweetheart. I'm a Capricorn.
You remember this one?
Are you talking to me?
That's her.
You remember this one?
I'm the smoke signal girl, sweetie.
Okay. All right, what do you got for
You're like
Susan?
my New York accent.
Yeah.
Yes, Suzanne. Suzanne's a Capricorn. You guys are ambitious. You guys are practical, and you're always focused on your goals. So the business casual aesthetic with its tailored suits, structured blazers, and sophisticated style is your go-to look.
I'm the Doogie Howser of banking law. I was a supervisor of the legal department of the second largest bank in America when I was only 17. I had to leave college.
Okay, well, that's
So-
business casual
But
aesthetic.
now I want to hear that I got $1 zillion coming. Tell me that one.
Well, I mean, you would know better than most.
You got $1 zillion coming your way. How about that?
Oh, that is absolutely on point. You are so good with this horoscope thing. Keep going.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Have a great day.
You too. She called in last week. Remember that one?
Remember this one.
Remember that? Shoney. Or Shanae. Shanae. Sorry.
Shoney.
Sorry, he spelled it Shoney. Nick spelled Shonee. And I was like, Shoney. And I'm like, wait a minute. All right, it's Shanae. Yeah. What?
I'm just trying to get as much done as I can at once.
I know, it's okay. Shanae, go ahead.
Hi, guys.
Gemini.
Shanae's my Gemini. You guys are curious, you guys are versatile, and you love to express many sides. See, you're the alt aesthetic. You guys have a mix of punk, grunge, and emo influences, and it matches your ever-changing personality.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever seen Shanae not in black, so I think this fits.
Yes. Thanks, guys. You guys have a good one.
Bye, Shoney. You're a Leo. Let's wrap up with Leo.
Yeah, so Leos, we are the star of the show, and we love to be in the spotlight. So the e-girl aesthetic with its bold makeup, vibrant hair colors, and dramatic looks lets us express our creative side, all while making sure eyes are on us.
If you missed your horoscope today, they are all up at johnjandrich.com. It's John J. and Rich.
I want you to stay.
I saw Kyle hosting some function on Saturday night, which I didn't know you were going to do. It's so funny. We sit in here for freaking 5 hours a day. Now once it's like, hey, man, I'm hosting this thing on Saturday. Like,
Yeah, I got invited to host Hushabye Nursery's annual fundraiser. And if you guys don't know about Hushabye Nursery, it's like I found out about it. I think it was 2020 during COVID. I just stumbled upon it on Instagram and I was like, what is this place? Looks pretty amazing. But they actually help babies that are exposed to opioids prenatally. And they help moms and babies when the babies are born into withdrawal, which is a pretty horrific incident. And they help the parents stay with the babies and they help the parents get to rehab. And it's like such a cool organization. So yeah, I was invited to MC and I was on stage. And I'm not nervous to speak in front of people, but I was really nervous because it was the first time I've worn heels in a long time. And the stairs up and down the stage had no railing.
Oh, no.
So every time I had to go up and introduce someone and then go back down and then go back up, I was like being very careful because I'm like, this would be such a me thing just to eat it right here. Like, and there was one time where I was like, oh, but I'm happy to report it was an incident-free evening. I did not eat it. I did walk to the car barefoot. I don't care if you think that's disgusting.
It is.
My feet needed it.
I love it. I wish we got pictures.
Do not care.
Pictures looked awesome from there.
It was such a cool event, and they raised a lot of money for these little teeny tiny babies. So I was super excited to be
Well,
part of it.
I saw, so there was a video posted, but there was music over it. And then I asked your husband to send me the video because I wanted to post it on our Instagram. And when I listened to the video, I was like, whoa, she was using a bunch of big words and stuff. You were. And I was like,
Okay.
dang. Then I thought, is there a teleprompter? Was there a teleprompter?
No teleprompter.
Wow, man.
No.
Were you nervous doing it though? Like, did you have to practice your speeches?
I did practice a lot. I did practice a lot because honestly, I've done a few of these in the past, and like I think back to when I very first did them, like when I was very started in radio, and I thought I could always just wing it, and then I realized at the end, like I did a total disservice to the charities because I was unprepared, and I probably stumbled a lot, and I was looking at the notes the whole time, and so I did prepare. So I maybe that's why I used big words, but I don't know.
You felt good. That's
Good job, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, better wake up. Wake up.
On the radio. John Jay and Rich wake you up.
Yetta Gibson is in the studio, just saying hi. You can say hi. Yetta, just say hi real quick.
Say hi to the people.
Oh my God! Just say hi. Yeah, why don't you just stick around with us?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was.
For Stacks and Hacks. We're doing Stacks and Hacks.
We're going to learn stuff.
Oh,
The top things we fight about with our in-laws.
oof.
Take a guess.
I don't have those anymore.
Time of holidays.
Where to go eat?
Politics, lifestyle choices,
Yeah, I could see that.
disputes about our partner, money, and parenting decisions.
Okay.
Someone in California had their car broken into on Friday the 13th, and the only thing that was stolen was a cardboard box. The owner says in the box was $1 million in cash.
Stop it
The
right
police
now.
are investigating.
I would say that too.
Has anyone here, you guys ever gone apple picking? Anyone ever gone apple
sure.
picking?
No, I've always wanted to though. That's on my fall bucket list.
I've never gone apple picking,
That's
although
kind
we
of a
did
thing
have
in Georgia.
We did have an apple tree in our yard, but someone posted a list of reasons why apple picking is the worst fall activity.
What?
They include the fact that you're paying to do work. There's rotting fruit everywhere, and literally every grocery store has apples.
Was that the viral TikTok?
Yes.
I saw her and I literally laughed out loud. She's like, "There's crying kids everywhere.
fun.
If you want to go apple picking, bad idea. Stay home."
No, man, it's
so
like a
funny.
rite of fall.
What kind of world are we in when apple picking is bad?
It's villainized.
Are you guys familiar with Mozart?
Yes.
Did you hear what? Did you see the news about Mozart? What happened to Mozart?
No. Well,
They found music that he wrote when he was a young teenager.
okay.
And I guess people are going crazy. It was found in a library in Germany. It's an previously unknown piece of music composed by him. So they took it and they composed it. So here, I mean, think about this. The guy's like, what, 13? Like, how old? Like
Mozart? I don't know. I mean, how old he was when he wrote it, but he was like one of the 5 genius composers.
Yeah. He was 13 when he did this music you're going to play for us?
Yeah, he was 13.
Okay, let's hear it. That's Michael Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
But
It's bad.
Show your face.
He was ahead of it.
Is this true? No way.
No, it's a joke. I mean,
long
the
setup
story's
for that
true. The story's true, but the song is not. That's not.
I was like, wow, Mozart, that was a jam.
That's
Michael Jackson stole that from Mozart.
a list of pop culture facts from the 2000s. You know the song "Hey Ya"?
Yeah.
Outcast.
How's that go, Yetta?
Hey, ya.
It's actually a sad song. I didn't know that.
It is?
Didn't you bring that up last week with the Billie Eilish
The
song?
Billie Eilish, yeah, Birds of a Feather. It's like such a flowery and upbeat tempo song, but the lyrics are like so dark.
Wait, you think you got it? Oh, you think you got it? How?
Shake It Like a Polaroid picture is very sad.
Very sad. Also, some facts from the
sad. I gotta
2000s. YouTube was conceived as a video dating site, and Russell Crowe recommended Hugh Jackman for Wolverine when he turned it down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Travis Kelce in general?
He's
all
like,
right.
he's like a Labrador.
He's everywhere. I heard he was moping around because he hasn't scored a touchdown yet.
Well, that could be it too.
Like, that's
Well,
amazing.
didn't they say they're like not using him as much? He's like their special weapon now. They don't want him to get hurt. They don't want to play him as much. If that were me and I was in the NFL and I was getting all the plays at one point, I would say, give me all the plays. I don't care if I get hurt.
Yeah.
He's getting all that money now.
Yeah.
Something's up.
Rich, what we got for life hacks?
Let's talk about the hack to finding things that you lose, like stuff that you lose all the time. Kyle, I know you're always a phone loser, right? Like you lose your phone a lot.
That is what they call me, a phone loser.
Yeah, I don't know how OCD you are. You kind of like know where your stuff is all the time?
No. The
Okay.
phone is the worst. I always lose that thing.
So this detail helps your brain like scan the area different. Most people scan the room left to right. So they say when you're looking for empty parking spaces, maybe you're looking for an open seat in a stadium, and maybe you're looking for your keys that you lost, don't go left to right because your brain notices smaller details. If you go right to left, switch it up. Look through the room right to left. Especially, it's useful when you're searching for things in cluttered spaces. Look right to left, not left to right. I see everybody's head moving right to left, looking for something they lost in this room.
Well,
did you find it? Did you find it, Peyton?
No, I didn't find it. I was confused.
That hack and many more. Right to left and...
I figured it out. I had to do the little finger L's.
Okay, now you got it?
Okay, now I'm good.
Okay. I will draw you a little graph on how to look left to right and put it up on the website at johnjaneRich.com.
You know, there's actually a story today about how many adults forget their left and rights. That was the story. I was going to do it in Stats and Hacks.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, but I didn't realize it actually was going to come
I
up
do it all the
organically.
time.
I think I do too.
You do?
Yeah, I mean,
When
not
somebody's
all-
like, put your left foot forward in a thing, you're like, which one's the left?
Well, it's mostly on TV. It's like, go left, and it's like opposite.
Oh, yeah. When
So
you're
I
following
get-
like an exercise
Yeah.
program on TV.
Yeah, I get all confused, yeah.
Do you still have, here's the headline, do you still have issues with your left or right hand? Lots of adults do. Apparently it's not that uncommon for adults, and there's a whole thing on it. But I'm not going to get into it.
Please don't.
We're just headlines.
Our text line, by the way, you can text us. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893. We got a text, Peyton, that says, why does Peyton's dad feel the need to constantly attack commenters on Instagram?
I don't know. It's my dad.
He's just protective. He's just being Papa Bear.
Yeah, I don't know if he's attacking you. He's defending you, I think,
I
right?
think that's fair.
What are people
I
saying
mean, when
about
you're
Peyton?
being mean to a 26-year-old for no reason, I would assume that your dad would want to
Don't
defend
mess with
you.
Show.
I don't know.
Show's going to come after
I would
you.
assume. I don't know, though.
What's his name?
Showtime.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you feel about this? Peyton shared this with us on Friday, and someone's commenting. He says, John, Jane, Rich, Peyton, I also cut my man's toenails. And I, too, enjoy cutting and cleaning his toenails. We've been together 8 years. I've been cutting them since year 1.
Oh, gosh.
I have also shaved his legs and toes, cut his hair, trimmed his beard, and lined it up with a straight blade. However,
Wow.
this is a rare, but the toenails are monthly.
Oh, see, this is why that connection didn't work out. I wasn't clipping the toenails.
You're not in love if you're not clipping
I'm
the toes.
not in love.
Peyton, don't let those guys make fun of you. I used to cut my husband's nails for fun and started when we were just
That
dating.
It's disgusting.
He's the only one I've done it for, and it's therapeutic.
I guess
It really
if you keep up with them, it's not disgusting. The toes look good if you keep up with the maintenance,
Go,
right?
go get a pedicure. Stop it. Stop it.
John J. Rich, Peyton cutting her boyfriend's toenails. I used to wax my husband's back with those crappy Sally wax strips. I always start in the middle so he can't back out and we can't finish.
That's awesome.
Peyton, did you get the video I sent of Jason Derulo?
I did, and it's very shocking to see his finger.
Yeah, so
It's like, what?
He's wearing an Oura ring and he has to get it cut off. Can you post that? I think we should see
Yeah.
it. It's
I'll get it up.
fascinating. Okay, so Andy is going to play a game with us. Good morning, Andy. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. So here's the quick setup to this game. My wife has the most annoying alarm clock. It's like an old digital clock. I don't know where. I think she got it at Target. I think they're still available, and the sound is so bad. But I put it in my son's room because my wife's out of town. I need to wake him up, and I don't want him to rely on his phone. And this is a little. It doesn't. I'm about to play a clip of an alarm clock that sounds like hers, but it's not. Hers is so much louder than this.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. I always feel bad playing it on the air because I
Yeah.
feel people think that it's going to put them in a bad mood.
Right.
Right. So, Andy, Nick came up with this game. What's the game, Nick?
You guys, this game is called Not to Alarm You. I asked everyone on the show, all 7 cast members here, to send me what they wake up to every single morning. Andy, you have to guess whose alarm is whose. Now, there is one caveat here. One person sent me 3 alarms, so I went ahead and used all of them. They obviously listened to the assignment and totally got it.
Well, they might also have 3 alarms on the same. Like you have several alarms, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people have backup alarms.
Yeah, that's true.
I do not.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, Rich, alarm 1.
Oh, gosh.
So she has to guess who.
Peyton?
Yeah. That is Peyton.
Oh,
Correct.
First alarm.
So it's going to be John J. Rich, Kyle, Peyton, Noah, Grant, or myself are the options here. Alarm 2.
This is kind of fun.
Good morning, Captain.
I was going to say, it sounds like the opening to Bridgerton.
I'm sorry, it's not Kyle. Does anyone want to help her out? Does anybody else have a guess?
I think that's Noah.
I was going to say Noah,
That
too.
is a
That was my
Noah
guess,
frolicking
too.
in the woods.
You guys, that is teeny tiny baby Noah.
I can just see Noah running through the meadow.
You're one for
With a little
two
bow
right
and
now,
arrow, wearing a diaper.
Smelling the fresh roses.
All right, Andy, you're 1 for 2, and we're gonna head on to alarm 3.
Say she wanna fuck another bitch, I made it happen. Felt like Michael Jackson, moonwalking, smooth criminal, smooth talking, yeah.
Is it Grant?
I'm sorry, it's not Grant. I think we know in the studio who it was. We are looking for Peyton.
Yeah, that's my
again
second
on
alarm.
Oh,
Roddy
he's
Rich
the
for
one
you.
with 3 alarms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep that in mind as we move forward.
Okay.
And here's your next chance.
Okay. I feel like this one has to be John Jay.
Okay, we think it's John Jay, and I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Oh, no.
In the room, do we have guesses?
I have a guess.
Is it Kyle?
It is Kyle.
It
is Kyle. I do not understand how you can wake up to
No,
this.
that would put me back to
She
sleep.
wakes up slowly and peacefully.
Yeah, she wakes up so happy, like she's
like a
every
little,
single
like
day.
the little ballerina in the little jewelry box that sings, and she gets up and dances, spins to the living room or the bedroom to put her makeup
That's
on.
why I thought it was John Jay.
Yeah, she's like a Disney musical all the time.
Yeah.
That totally fits.
So out of 4 right now, Andy, you have 1 correct, and we're going to move on to the next
not
alarm
doing
now.
Hoorah.
Do we have a guess, Andy?
Okay. Is this one Rich?
It is not.
It's
That's
not.
Nick.
Oh, my gosh.
That's totally Nick.
That's totally Nick. Back to the Future. Is it Nick?
It is Nick. It is Nick. I wake up every morning just in epic fashion. So, Andy, after five chances, you got 1
I'm
right.
failing. I'm
My
failing.
goodness.
You got it.
And so we'll move on to the next one now.
That sounds like a microwave. Is that Peyton? Is that her third one?
Oh, man, Andy.
No.
What a losing streak here. That's Rich. We were looking for Rich on that. My
Hey, what's terrible?
goodness.
It's super loud and it's all the way across the room, so I have to get up
That's
and go
obnoxious.
turn it off.
I feel like I can hear your wife's
That sounds
irritation.
terrible.
Oh yeah, she hates it.
Andy's like, that's awful.
Yeah, I
All
know,
right,
but you
Andy.
got to wake up at 2:40 in the morning. That's the way to do it.
We have 3 left. And yes, that is an Avril Lavigne B-side for some reason.
I still haven't guessed one for John Jay. You waking up to Avril?
I am not.
Oh, man. That is the final Peyton alarm, actually. You guys, the next one's really, really fun.
Dude. Wake up to that. I mean, how can you not wake up to that, I guess?
Totally fits.
Oh, nightmares.
Is that's John Jay's face mask? Is that what?
That's what Grant wakes up to every day.
Wake up, choose violence, granted.
Oh, God. What are you watching
Final
this?
alarm right now. You could win, a fabulous
If you
prize.
guess this, you win.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party,
All right, Andy, come on.
invited everyone.
Well, the only one I feel like no one has had one for has been John Jay.
And John
That's my alarm. I figured it was one of the few songs that put you in a good mood when you wake up. Either that, or you can wake up to Kanye. Good morning.
Oh, that's a good one.
Andy, hold on.
That's a good one.
Hold on, we're going to set you up. Thank you so much for playing. John, Jane, Rich. John, Jane, Rich. It's time for misconnections. Now, this is where, paths have crossed, and maybe your eyes met somewhere, and you're like, I like that guy. I like that girl. Or maybe we've done all kinds of different kinds of misconnections, any kind of category, any subject fits misconnections. You just want to connect with somebody. And we have Aubriana on the line. Hello.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, how can we help you connect with someone that you missed?
Oh, my God. Okay. Let me tell you guys what happened to me. It really feels like it was out of a Disney movie. Okay. So me and my little brother, we're super close, and we share a car, and we obviously work at the same restaurant and have the same shift because we're like twins. Like, that's really my best friend.
Oh.
And so, I know, right? Awesome. And so on the way home, it was raining so bad. Like, our windshield wipers weren't even working. Like, that's how bad it was raining. So we had to go to our AutoZone to find our way home because we had to see through this crazy storm. And when we got there, it was this most beautiful, gorgeous, dreamy looking man. Like, literally the man of my dreams was working at AutoZone. And he was helping my brother and I, like, get all the things that we needed. He was making sure that we were okay, besides our windshield wipers, because it was raining so crazy. And after, we got all those things together, he was definitely 1,000% flirting with me because when I got back to the car, my brother was like, when are you guys going to get married? And I'm like, whoa, let's slow down here. Like I said, my brother's my best friend, so he knows me. And he's like, well, what is his name? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even get his name. So he's like, well, we know where he works. Let's just go back to AutoZone, like tomorrow or whatever. And so we did. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Okay? We went to AutoZone 3 times, and every time we went back, my dream guy was not there.
Oh, no.
And so I'm, like, freaking out because every time we went, we were just, like, occasionally walking around, not trying to be too obvious. And before we left, we obviously had to buy something before we just looked like weirdos in the store. And I've spent literally over $150.
Well, why don't you buy something small? You don't need to buy a whole car engine.
Just get a couple air fresheners.
Yeah. Every time, I couldn't buy the same things over and over again because, they just saw me. And I was just too embarrassed to even ask, hey, do you know this super hot, gorgeous guy of my dreams who work here? Do you know his name? I didn't even want to sound creepy. So I'm just so upset I didn't get his name, and I just need you guys' help. I feel like I'm in too deep. I just can't go back to AutoZone. They're going to know something's up. I don't want to scare him away, so I'm here with you guys. Hopefully you can help me and find the hottest guy, most gorgeous, everything off my checklist person.
Okay, so Peyton, have you been working with her?
Yeah, I've been talking to Aubriana for a couple weeks now on this, and yeah, we've been kind of talking. I've been trying to help her figure this out, and she told me the AutoZone, and I called the AutoZone, and I did the awkward, hey, you guys got a cute guy there, maybe mid-20s, what's going on? And the manager actually did tell me that his name is Deontay.
Oh
and
gosh.
He is actually working this morning, so we're calling the AutoZone.
Oh my gosh, I've been there so many times. I thought he quit. I was like, oh my gosh, it would be the day that it was raining really bad, that was probably his last day there, and now he doesn't even work there anymore, and I'll never find him ever again.
Well, we got you.
They probably talk about you, man. There's this girl that comes in. She knows so much about cars. She's always buying parts.
I'm like their best customer.
All right, Aubriana, hold on. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and hopefully we'll have Deontay on the line, and we're going to see, because obviously you want to pursue a relationship with him. So we're going to find out if he's in a relationship, if he's single, if he's married, whatever his situation is, okay? So hang tight. Misconnections continues next with John, Jay, and Rich.
Mustard on the beat, ho.
It's John, Jay, and Rich. We're in the middle of Misconnections. You've got Aubriana here, who is just giddy over some guy that she met at AutoZone a few weeks ago. Her and her brother went in there with pouring rain, needed windshield wipers. Next thing you know, this guy's helping her. They just hit it off, right? But she didn't get his name, nothing. So she went back a few times. He wasn't there. So she calls Peyton. Peyton's been dealing with talking to the manager. You got his name, Deontay.
Yes, Deontay.
But just to make sure, you have a picture of Deontay.
Yep, I got Deontay's Instagram, so I screenshotted a little picture of him.
Okay, Aubriana, she sent it to you. Would you confirm, is that the guy that's been helping you at AutoZone?
All right, let me just check really quick. Oh my gosh, it's him!
She's so excited.
We're so excited for your wedding.
All right, so we're gonna call the location he's supposed to be working at, and we're gonna find out his story and try to connect you guys for Misconnections. Okay?
Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, how about I embarrass myself? Okay.
Rich, you know car talk. When he picks up, you should be all like, can I get a 4.96 carburetor? and then I'll kind of like let him know what's going on.
AutoZone, this is Deontay.
Deontay, are you still stocking parts for a Mazda 3 2019 for windshield wipers? Got a lot of those in stock there?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, excellent. Should we tell him he's on the air?
Jesus Christ. Boy, you can't improvise that long, can you? Deontay, this is the John, Jay, and Rich radio show. How are you?
Oh, yo, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can we put you on the radio for just a little bit? Want to talk to you about some stuff?
I mean, sure, I guess.
In the news recently, there's been a lot of catalytic converters that have been stolen. A lot of people have been doing time for being caught with these things, and we understand we've got a tip that maybe you might have several, I don't know, 12 to 15 catalytic converters.
Catalytic?
Yeah. And if you would have said anything, he would have known. I would have been on here. FBI is on the phone. This call's being traced. And I don't even know how to say it. It's a catalytic?
Catalytic.
It's not a Cadillac, like a car Cadillac.
Catalytic converters.
Well,
he knows the language. Yeah. He knows. No, here's the deal, dude. Here's the deal. One of your customers has come in, and she got the googly eyes for you, and she didn't get your name. She was in with her brother a few weeks ago, and she just thought you two even her brother thought you two hit it off. So here's the deal. She reached out to us, and she asked us if we could find out some information about you. But hearing your beautiful personality, if it's okay with you, we'd like to bring her up on the phone and have you two talk and connect and find out. Maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you're not in a relationship, maybe she is, maybe she isn't, maybe there's something there. And if you feel okay, maybe we can exchange your social media handles. But you know what? Just baby steps first. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about, actually.
How? Not a lot of girls come in with their brother looking for windshield wipers in the pouring rain?
I mean, first of all, it's always the hot girls in for windshield wipers. I don't know why. But,
okay.
Yeah, like we hit it off. She was with somebody, but like they looked very similar. So it was like I had the conversation in my head. I was like, yo, is that her brother? Like, I hope she, and I was like, I hope she comes back. Like, I almost thought about selling her the wrong windshield wipers so that she'd have to come back.
Well, what if it pissed her off and she's like, I'm never going back to AutoZone. They can't even get my wipers right.
Wow. I thought windshield wipers was one size fits all. No idea. Too, yeah. All right. So listen, her name is Aubriana, and she's here. Aubriana, say hello to Deontay. Deontay, Aubriana. You guys go ahead and talk.
Oh, my gosh. Is this real? Is it really you?
What's up, Aubriana? How are you?
Hi. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I know this is super random and probably weird, but I thought you were really, really, really hot and attractive and cute. And I just wanted to know if you would want to grab, like, coffee or lunch or something, like, sometime soon, like tomorrow.
She's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, man, this is cool. I'm very flattered, I was feeling you too, but I'm actually leaving for a humanitarian mission in Guatemala in 3 weeks. So, and I'll be gone for like 2 years. So I'm not sure, if going on a date is like the best idea, but I am super flattered.
Of course, when I find my dream guy, like, okay.
Brianna, didn't you just tell us you were thinking of going traveling to Guatemala? I mean,
if I pick up a couple of extra shifts, I would.
Hey, it's really cheap down there. It's really cheap.
I mean, you still have like 3 weeks, so I feel like we could still do something, like hang out or something. And I just feel like we would have an amazing connection. It was obviously there when we first met. And I wouldn't mind, like, staying in touch with you. Like, we can definitely write each other until you get back. 2 years, I mean, that's like a blink of an eye, right?
She really is into this guy.
2 years. That's a long, long mission. Oh, is that through your church?
They could be pen pals.
Deontay? Through your church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what? I'm down for that, actually. Yeah.
You're going to be lonely. You're going to want to communicate with people. I mean, you're just like in those old days, and they write letters. You could be like, "My dearest Aubriana, it's been a fortnight since I've last written."
I mean, if he wants to write it like that too, I'm not opposed.
You guys got to keep us up to date.
They both sound adorable.
Super cute.
I love a story like this.
So why don't you
cute.
guys do it? Deontay, why don't you follow up? Why don't you guys meet tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! It's a win.
Thank God for rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Cool.
so excited. Okay.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll put you both on hold, and Peyton, you give them all each other's contact information, and then when you go to Guatemala, keep us posted too. We want to see all the good
Right
work
on.
you're doing. All right, hold on the line. We're going to put a picture of Deontay on the website so you can see, maybe you know him. See how good looking it is yourself. Go to johnjandrich.com. We'll have it posted right up there. You can see what Deontay looks like and see what Aubriana's going crazy over. That's Misconnections, you guys, with John, Jay, and Rich.
When I was young, I fell in love. She used to meet me on the east side in the city with the sun on
I've been a
set.
big believer in manifesting forever. My dad started telling me about it when I was young and all this stuff. And then as I got older, I write things down and then I say them out loud. I do them at different times, right? I really believe in the secret. And I did an interview. I was interviewed about my career. And in it, I get very much into manifesting. And you guys know, in fact, in the interview, I said something that's happening here where we were kind of in an unhappy place with management for a while. And I kept writing down, and I was like, it's going to change. I said, it's going to change because I'm writing it down. I keep writing down new management. Every day I was writing it down, and I would say it in the car on the way in, new management. And then Kyle said one day, you need to change that to better management. And that's what happened. Like, it's freaking amazing. Like, I am so giddy about our management right now. I love it, right? I'm so happy. And it works. So the other day, about 3 weeks ago, my son Jake lost his wallet, right? And it has everything in it. And Jake's the kind of kid who's kind of like me, where like if I lost my wallet, I'll get to it. Right? I got to get new credit
You don't
cards.
freak out about not having your
I'll
ID?
get to the new credit cards. No, I don't.
You really don't?
I'll get, that's how I am. And he has taken that from me. So we tore apart the car when he lost it. We lost it at Love Pup Family Fest in Tucson. And so I was like, don't worry. I'm going to write it down. We find Jake's wallet, find Jake's wallet every day. And I would say in the car, I hope, God, please, can we find Jake's wallet? I just don't want him to go, he's far away. So anyway, a couple days ago, we find out that someone was charging his credit card at Fry's. And I was like bummed out. I was like, my most thing that I was bummed out about that my manifestation didn't work because that's never happened. I don't abuse it. You know what I mean? I do it.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I can't believe it didn't work. Damn it. Right? And I was really bummed about it. So Blake, my wife, is going to homecoming this weekend at University of Arizona, and she's in a sorority. All the sorority sisters are meeting for dinner, and it's like a freaking year-long event with her and her friends. So yesterday she's driving to Tucson, and she spilled her water all over herself. So she pulled over, and she opened up the trunk of the car, and she had just got her car washed, and the back seats were pulled forward, and she's going to get a towel out, and there's Jake's wallet.
What?
No way.
In the back seat of the car underneath something. She finds Jake's wallet. And I was like, my first thing was like, it worked. My manifestation worked. It didn't not work. It worked. Oh my God. So with that, I want to let you guys know, it was just a random fluke how your credit card gets stolen and your credit card gets stolen.
This morning, actually.
They got the numbers somehow.
That sucks.
Totally. But the
But
good
that's
news
nice
is,
he has it.
Yeah. So she called Jake. This is my son Jake. My wife misses my kids so much, right? So she's like, I'm in Tucson today. She goes, I'll come bring it to you tomorrow. And he goes, can you just do it like on Sunday? She's like, I want to see you. And he goes, just Sunday. All right, how about Saturday? You just pop it in. Like, just drop it out. Like, isn't that funny?
He's busy.
He's got things
She's like,
happening.
I bet you he has a girlfriend. I bet you, because he doesn't want to see me. I go, that or you're kind of a little, you need to give him some space. Anyway, but then Peyton, the manifestation worked for you too, you said?
Well, yeah. So I have one of my best friends, Lindsay. We've been friends for like almost 10 years. So right around the end of high school. And she's my friend that isn't really friends with all of my other friends. You know what I mean? Like, she's kind of mine. And I sparingly bring her around my other friends because they're just different vibes. They're just different people. And anyways, we have different conversations. Like, when I'm with, like, my core set of, like, homegirls, we're talking about boys, we're talking about drum, we're talking about all that stuff. Not me and Lindsay. We talk about our dreams. We talk about our goals, our aspirations. Like, we get in the car, I'm like, what are you doing today? Nothing. Okay, let's go to this neighborhood and drive around and look at houses. Like, that's how we go. We're like, okay, I one day want that. We're going to get there. Like, I'm getting goosebumps right now because, like, that's my girl. And, like, the fact that we can have conversations like this, and I can say something so outlandish, and she's like, yep, damn right, you're going to be there. And I'm going to be right there behind you supporting you. So it's really cool. And we've been manifesting our lives that we're currently living right now. And yesterday we were out at dinner and I was like, dude, look at us. Like, we're here. Like, we are in this moment where we were living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean? I mean, we still are kind of like that. But it's a lot different. Now we can go for sushi and drinks and talk about how we're living a paycheck to paycheck kind of vibe. And it is just such, like, a rewarding feeling knowing when you put things out into the universe and then the universe brings them back to you. So I'm very big on, like, my manifestation right now. And I even, like, got home to Kadeem and I was like, babe, we're going to make it one day. Like, it's okay. We're fine. We're fine. And he's all, like, stressed out with school and work. And I'm like, it's fine. Just calm down. It'll work.
We got this. We're
We got
manifesting.
this. Exactly. So I totally feel you on that, John Jay. I think exactly what you put out into the world gives you the same type of energy back. So.
What about the love up stuff you guys are kind of doing?
Yeah, so recently, since we've been together, we decided we're like, hey, we're in these positions in our lives where we can give back. And even if it's like in a small capacity. So what we've been doing, if like we stop at the grocery store, like yesterday we stopped at Dollar Tree. And I was like, okay, we're just going to buy the person in front of us stuff or whatever. So the first time that we did it, we were like kind of not in like the best area of town. And this homeless man came up to us and he was like, hey, I don't want any money. I'm just really hungry. So we're like, okay, go get whatever you want. All he wanted was 2 pairs, chocolate skim milk, and a razor. So we're like, all right, dude. And he was like so thankful. And yesterday I paid for this like older gentleman and he was in his walker. It was so sad, you guys. Like, my heart broke for this man. And he was like in his little walker and he couldn't walk, but obviously he had walked to the Dollar Tree. And the only thing he had was those little muffin bites and cat food for his cat. And he like cried. He couldn't even turn around and thank us. Like, this man was so like torn down like that. His shirt was ripped open. So I was like, hold on, wait, let me go get you some stuff. So we like ran back, got him some soap, got him like a new shirt that he could just throw on. And it was totally a love up moment, but it was like $10 out of my pocket that made his day.
That's awesome.
So I was like, we got to keep doing this because, like, I mean, like, I've said this 3 times. Like, what you put into the world, it comes right back to you. So hopefully some good karma heading our way. But
especially when you do it just to do it, like you're not looking for something in return.
Well, also, I like that you didn't like put it on social media.
Yeah.
Look at this man without a torn shirt. Like most people are going to be like, look at this. Here's $10. Go get whatever you want. I'm going to take you to Disneyland. You know what I mean? Ever seen those? I like seeing those, that people are doing nice things, but also at the same time, why are you posting?
What's the motivation?
Like,
are you doing it just so you have a good post?
Right.
No, no. We just want, good things coming back to us and positive energy.
I only do that if I can get some sort of clout for it.
Okay, John.
Actual press.
Hey, can you send out a press release on this? And go to the dollar store today at noon.
No cameras? No, thank you.
All right. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Missed a part of the show this morning? No worries. It's all there on iHeartRadio.
I'm so excited to present this to you right now. So excited. I got this DM on Twitter and it's from this guy says to me in the DM, bro, you're on this UFO documentary. And he sends me screenshots. I click on the screenshots, and it's from the Roku channel. It's a documentary called Aliens Uncovered. UFOs are man-made. 2022, an hour and 21 minutes. It's like a screenshot of a legit documentary. Legit. So I went to listen to it and watch it. I just know where to pull some of it. So check this out.
On a morning commute headed to work, the radio station is tuned in.
Listening to John Jay and Rich. JohnJayandRich.com.
They're doing a segment called What is Something That You Witnessed and Nobody Believes That You Saw It.
I was driving west and 6 fighter jets took off. And at the time I'm thinking, night maneuvers, because there was the tensions in the Persian Gulf. And then I'm thinking, those guys look like they're going off to fight. And when I look up to my left, there's this big, huge UFO up in the sky.
Okay. That's part one of the documentary. I don't remember that call. I don't remember that segment. But then, so as you go on to watch the documentary, the way this guy describes what happened to us, I kind of, it's funny. One time a guy came in here, a comedian came in here, got totally naked next to Kyle, and Kyle doesn't remember.
Nope, no recollection.
Doesn't remember.
I mean, there's pictures, but
I showed you.
And I'm like, okay, I remember that guy coming in, but I do not remember him like derobing.
And sometimes in this job, things happen. It's so crazy that you don't remember like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't remember this, but listen to what this guy describes happened to us.
It doesn't seem like much until John Jay brings in another caller who says his name is Colonel McBride. He's stationed at a base that doesn't come up on your typical Google search results. John Jay and Rich seem normal at first. Then John Jay begins to ask questions. He questions the Colonel's position, who he really is, where he's really located. At first, Colonel McBride is polite, keeps his calm. All he asks is that, let's not talk about these black helicopters on the radio. He said you can call them whatever you want to. Just don't call them black helicopters. Call them purple, green, but don't call them black. Then you hear a knock at the studio door while John Jay is continuing on. And now the Colonel is irate. He begins to threaten to shut the radio station down if they continue to talk about black helicopters. And then all of a sudden, a commercial break. The normal programming was taken off air for about an hour and a half. When they came back on air, they never talked about what happened with Nikki, what she saw on the side of the road, or Colonel McBride. And most importantly, till this day, they don't talk about that show or black helicopters.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild.
I remember that day very well.
Oh, my God.
Very, very well. Remember he was saying he was getting a haircut? Remember him?
I remember
calling?
the guy yelling.
He's like, hey, I'm here trying to get a haircut, and now I got to call you two bozos.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
tell you to knock it off.
You know what's funny is while you're playing this clip, I realized I've talked to this guy like 4 times. The guy that's narrating this documentary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's called it a bunch, and I've tried to book him, but it's like, where are we going to really put this? But also, that technical difficulty, that was just the station. That was par for the course.
I was going to say, that happens every day.
Yeah.
Ever since that day, we've had nonstop technical difficulties, and we just go to commercial break.
Maybe that's why. Conspiracy.
When is this on? When's our documentary? This is my favorite thing ever.
This is on now. It's on the Roku right now. It's on the Roku channel.
You do love the aliens, Rich.
I do. The truth is out there.
And the screenshot of what it was airing is pretty cool, too. Yeah, so it's called Aliens Uncovered, UFOs or Man-Made.
A day. I must see this.
Rated PG. You think that he'd have to talk to us about that, get clearance or something. And where is that audio of that
He
guy?
name dropped you.
I know. Crazy, man. Anyway, I thought that was really cool, so I had to share with you guys.
Wow.
It's John Jay and Rich. Hello, good morning, John Jay and Rich.
You're looking for stories about being stuck with individuals?
Yeah, what do you got?
I met a young lady at a convention in another state and just kept in contact. And, you just kind of casually say to somebody, oh, you should come visit. She showed up on New Year's Eve.
Showed up
with
like
me.
uninvited?
Uninvited, just showed up. I told her where I lived and she'd come. She just called and surprised me and told me that she was in the city. And I was kind of felt obligated, like I should meet her. And she wound up wanting to stay with me for a couple of days. And I happened to be going out of the city to go to Miami to go on a boat to celebrate New Year's, and she wound up tagging along, and I got stuck with her for like 3 days, and I pawned her off on somebody on the boat.
So somebody on the boat ended up hooking up with her?
The boat went out to spend the evening on the water, but I went ahead and docked when it was dropping other guests off, and I didn't want to stay, so I let her go out on the boat, and I went back to the hotel.
But did she end up going back to your hotel with you?
Oh, furiously the next day she showed up and felt completely abandoned. She was so mad that she flew out of Miami, left her stuff in Orlando, and expected me to mail it to her.
Whoa.
Dang, dude. All right. That's a great story, dude.
It was an awkward situation. You never think anybody's going to show up and you just casually say, yeah, come visit, and just show up on New Year's.
She must have thought you guys were a lot tighter than you thought you were.
Yeah, it was just an evening of fun when I met her in Boston. That's all it was meant to be.
Right on, dog. Well, thanks for sharing that story with us, brother.
All right, man.
It's John Jay and Rich.
I know I have good judgment.
So I know sometimes we have problems with our website. I mean, it's been a while, but we got a text right now. You text us at JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893, but we got a text from Caitlin, and this is crazy, crazy story about how our website that malfunctioned at one point saved her life. Okay, get this. Caitlin, your text is crazy. Could you explain to everyone? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. So last year about this time, I think it was like end of October, early November, I was trying to submit a second date update to your guys' show because I had a date set with some guy. We'd already been on another date, had a great time. I had cooked dinner at my house. He told me he was on his way, like going to be there like in an hour, and he just never showed up. And so I was trying to figure out what had happened. I had tried several times to submit it to your show, and the site kept malfunctioning. I mean, all of the site. So I was like, well, I guess it's not meant to be. And last week, I ended up seeing a news article pop up that he killed his girlfriend on my house.
Are you kidding?
On the way to your house?
He wasn't on the way to my house. This was a year ago that he was supposed to come over for dinner, and I sat there crying because I, had made this dinner and he just never showed up. And now I end up finding out that he murdered his girlfriend about a mile from my house last week.
Oh my gosh, that could have been you. I'm glad we didn't follow up.
Yeah, because we would have pushed the romantic side, and we would have pushed for a second date, and we would have paid for the date, and you could have been.
And then how bad would we have felt? Oh my gosh, that would have been terrible.
That's so crazy.
Well, I did run into him about 3 months ago, and he started texting me again, but I kept telling him, I'm seeing somebody, I'm really happy. And so the fact that, I'd had enough time to move on to somebody else, I didn't still have those lingering feelings.
Oh,
but
so he's not in jail?
Psycho.
So hold up. So what if we were to call him? Let's do the second date update. We call the guy, whatever his name is. Let's say it's Carl. Hey, Carl, John Jay and Rich, second date update. You went out with this girl, Kaylin, and she wants to know why you're not calling her back. Well, guys, honestly, I'm in prison because I killed my girlfriend.
Well, the timing wasn't that.
I couldn't show up.
The drama.
He moved on.
Or what if he's like, man, I'm pulling her off. I don't want to. Maybe he's unattracted to you. Maybe you have, maybe you've got a big nose, and you want to tell her, she had a big nose. I didn't know how to tell her, so I just killed somebody so I could get out of calling her back.
Terrible. No,
I'm not even good enough for a murderer. What the heck?
Right. Wait, no, Caitlin, what's his name? Is there an article out on it? I totally want to look it up.
We'll bleep it. What's his name?
And so obviously he's awaiting trial or something. If you saw him a few months ago, or is he already out for the murder?
He was just arrested last Thursday. And so,
this is fresh.
Yes, he went back to the bar, I guess, that I had met him at after it happened.
Oh, hell, here it is.
Wow, literally. Oh, my gosh.
Whoa,
he kind of looks like Jason Kelsey.
He does. Damn, he's good looking, though. Holy smoke.
That is insane. Well, I'm so glad that you're okay.
We ended up finding out a bunch of things that happened over the last year. He had a girlfriend at the time, and all that he's been telling all these lies. So there's a bunch of girls that are all caught up in his lies. He's psychopathic.
I mean, you literally did dodge a bullet.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that how he killed her? That's terrible.
There isn't any information on it, but it says domestic violence, so I think that there is.
But listen, I'm sorry that our website glitched, but it did save your life.
Your guys' malfunctioning website saved my life. So I just wanted to let you guys know that.
But we want everyone to know that is up and working. So go ahead if you need us to set up a second date update for you and connect, find out why they're blowing you off. And hopefully it's, not because they're a murderer.
Yeah. We're so glad you're safe.
But if the site doesn't work, take that as a sign.
Yeah.
Don't try to get a misconnections later on because you're better off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Kaylin.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for listening. Thanks for calling in. Hi, Aaron. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you today?
Good. We're going to play a game for some concert tickets. And the game we're playing, Peyton?
It's called Mic Drop. So it's
Mic
really
Drop.
fun, and you guys have an opportunity to get 3 points per round in this game. So we're going to start with you, John Jay. So you can get a point. I'm going to give you guys a word. And with that word, you guys need to sing a song with said word. Okay, you can get a point for singing the song with the word. You can get a point for having energy, or you can get a point for picking the song that I picked when I thought of this word. Okay, round 1. Justin Timberlake songs.
Okay.
So get your head in that
So you're
space.
going to give me a word, and I have to have a Justin Timberlake song around that word.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. John Jay, your word is rock.
Rock with you. I'm going to rock with you. The phone knows that again.
Okay.
Rock this time. No fantasy.
That's Michael
What song is
Jackson.
that? No.
I don't know what song
No, what song is that?
Rock Your Body.
Rock your body. Oh, so that's not rock with you anyway. Oh, that's what I'm singing.
I heard rock with you, Michael Jackson.
I might have got the words wrong.
I want to rock with you.
What's the song you're singing?
I
I'm
was,
sure, yeah.
I was singing that.
Those songs are cousins, very
I
close
will
cousins.
give you a half point for that. You get 2.5 points.
That hurts.
What
you
about
get
his energy?
2.5 points because that's what I said. He gets a point for the energy. You get a point for singing the song. I heard rock with you, so I'm giving you half point.
It was kind of like 3 songs in one.
It was. It really was. It was.
Searching, but you were
sorry,
there.
I'm the judge. Okay, here we go. Rich, we move over to you. Your word is can't.
I can't stop the feeling. I got this feeling in my bones.
Great.
And I'm up. Is that the one?
Sing.
3 points for Rich right there.
And
All right, Kyle.
and that's how you do it.
Are we catching the vibe of the game, Aaron? You got it?
Yep, I'm catching the vibe.
All right, cool. Kyle, your word is cry.
Cry me a river, we cry me a
You
river.
hit that note, first of all.
Now it's your turn to cry.
Cry me a river.
There we go. 3 points for you, Kyle. All right, Aaron, we move over to you. Your word is sexy.
I'm bringing sexy back.
I'm talking about
There's something there.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Killed it. Good job. All right. Rich, Kyle, and Aaron with 3 points. John Jay with half a point. Well, 2.5 points. Okay. Okay. But you have a chance to redeem yourself for round 2. Okay. We're giving away Niall Horan tickets, so it's only like in my due diligence to do a One Direction round. Like, duh. You know what I mean? So get your mind into One Direction. It might not be One Direction songs. It could be someone from One Direction.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Lots of options. We got 5 here. All right, John Jay, starting with you, your word is beautiful.
She don't know she's beautiful. Dan, dan, dan.
Good job.
That's what makes you beautiful.
That's a damn good song.
Such a good
We need to
song.
get that back in the rotation.
They should. All right, John Jay, you got 3 points right there, finishing with 5.5 points. Rich, we move over to you. Your word is forever.
Forever young. I want to be forever
Okay,
young.
let's hear it. Not quite what I had,
Jay-Z?
but
Zane?
and just like that, Rich fumbles the game. Okay, Rich finished with 5 points. You're out.
I'm worried about this round.
My son was beautiful, though.
My song is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Literally.
Okay, Kyle, moving on to you. Your word is sugar.
Watermelon sugar.
Good job.
Watermelon sugar.
Valid.
That's a good song, too.
Yeah, Kyle is winning the game right now with 6 points. All right, Aaron, no pressure. You can phone a friend if you need to on this one, but your word is slow.
Slow down. You move too fast.
Is that the song John Jay was singing?
Friend.
That's
I'm
what
aging myself.
I was singing the song off the air.
That's so crazy.
What?
That my
You
son,
guys
my
just
friend that
channeled
died.
each other.
My friend that died had a song like that, and I was singing it off the air.
I just got chills. I feel like that was your friend channeling.
I was like, slow down, you moved too fast,
You
too fast,
were.
slow down. And then you just literally said the exact same words I just said. That's nuts.
That was really true.
Rest in peace, Rob Picard.
That wasn't the song I was thinking of, but slow hands. Some Niall Horan, slow hands. But honestly, Aaron, the fact that like you channeled John Jay in that way, like you win the game. Come on now, like
So weird.
that's 1,000 points for
Aaron,
you.
How did that just happen?
I know.
Hold on, we'll set you up. Hold on, that was weird.
So crazy.
Trippy.
It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Good morning. Wake up every morning. Start your day with John Jay and Rich.
I wake up with my favorite artist. Hey, this is Sabrina Carpenter.
What's up, guys? This is Post Malone. It's Benson Boone, and you're waking up with John Jay and Rich.
Call us at 602-888-1933.
Hey, it's Nikki in San Antonio, and I was listening to the podcast, and I'm just wondering when John Jay is going to finally not be new to coffee. Like, how long is this going to go on for? Like, a couple more years or something that he's new? Because by John Jay logic, I'm a new mom, even though I have an 8, 7, and 2-year-old. And I'm also a new driver, even though I got my license at 16 and I'm now 34. So, how long is this going to go on for, John Jay? How long are you going to be new to coffee?
That's a good question.
Well, she misheard me because I say I'm nude to coffee. I usually drink coffee in the nude.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to explain that because I don't feel like I'm researching. Like I'm very happy with the basic level of coffee.
I just don't think you've accepted the fact that you're a coffee drinker.
Right.
But I'm not.
I think that's what you are.
I think coffee tastes gross.
Yeah, but you
I
have
don't-
it every day.
because my doctor told me to have
Doesn't matter
it.
why.
You're a
Well, sure
coffee
it does.
drinky.
Because listen, just on Sunday morning, I was at the Global Ambassador at this new restaurant that opened up there called, I don't even know how to say the name, Le Meme. And I think I told you guys on air, off air, that I had an espresso. But it's the first time ever. Don't you think a veteran coffee drinker would know what that is?
No. I mean,
They
yeah,
know
they
think
what
they
would,
would.
it
but
is,
they're not
but
going to
that
just
does,
get
yeah.
it.
I've
doesn't
never
necessarily
had
mean they drink it.
coffee with sugar in it. I've never had cream in it. I've never had one of those. I've never had one of those. So when I go up there, sometimes I go up. And by the way, when you go to like Starbucks and you ask for, I'll say, can I get a coffee with an espresso shot? Oh, you want a red eye? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was an espresso shot, 2 espresso shots. Oh, that's an Americano.
You're like, I'm new to the coffee world.
I'm new to the coffee world. I'm going to call it. It's a black coffee.
That's just not
Give
a
me
good
a shot.
example, I don't think.
I think I'm new to the coffee world.
Really not.
I think I am.
I think it's been, 2 years since you've been drinking coffee every day?
I think it's been a little under that because I've had my doctor for 2 years, and I started the coffee thing about 1.5 years ago, I think.
So San Antonio's question for a while now.
But if you go by like wedding rules, aren't you a newlywed just for the first year, or how long are you a newlywed?
I think wedding rules, newlyweds 2 years, I think.
Okay, so
But
maybe at the end of the second year you can retire being new to the coffee
no, because
world.
then if somebody asks me a coffee question, I don't have the answer because I'm new to the coffee world. Yes, Noah.
All you drinking the Americano during the bedhead days, is that correct?
I don't know what it was called because I was even newer to the coffee world back then.
But Bedhead was like...
I was a freshman in high school during the bedhead era.
It's true. And you
Okay, but I was getting green teas. Wait, I was getting green teas
When
with
it
bedhead.
started, it was green tea and the medicine ball, and then it transitioned into coffee. And I was listening to the podcast every day, and I was a freshman in high school.
Hold on a minute. That was cold brew.
Which is coffee. That is coffee.
No, but no, coffee to me is a hot coffee. Anyway, I don't care what you say.
Iced coffee.
Let me put it this way.
Coffee is coffee.
I'm not learning any more about coffee.
So that you're always new?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Like I still say I'm new to the basketball world because my son's been playing basketball since he was 2.
That's ridiculous,
And I'm like,
John
and I
Jay.
don't feel comfortable having a conversation with people about basketball. What? Oh,
I
hold
think you don't feel comfortable having a conversation with people, period.
Thank you. Kayla, hi. You're on the air. Hi.
Hi. Okay, John Jay, I'm totally on your side with this one. So think of it like you have kids, you're a parent, you have a 10-year-old boy, and then suddenly you have a daughter. Even for you, like if you had a daughter tomorrow, and you suddenly had a daughter, you're a new parent to a girl. Yes, you've been a parent for 10 years, but now you have a daughter instead of a boy, so that makes you still new to it.
You are awesome.
Okay,
That's
but he's
exactly
been
right.
drinking the same thing for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I've been raising this daughter for 2 years. I'm raising this daughter for 2 years. I don't know how to do it right.
I
don't know how to pick tails.
I just don't think you can compare coffee to raising children.
I think the same thing.
I could see that comparison if, like, he went from drinking, like a frappuccino to last to, like, a regular cup of coffee. Maybe
See,
you
I don't even know what a
could use
frappuccino is. I don't even know what that is.
It
See?
doesn't matter.
Yes,
You're
it
not
does,
in
because
the
I'm new to the coffee world. Because I'm new to the coffee
No,
world.
you're not. That's just not what you order.
No, I'm with you, John.
Thank you, Kayla.
You're new. You're learning.
You're
And I'm with you.
enabling him, Kayla.
And I'm with you, Kayla. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.